guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. Honey yard dash. 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 They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team around took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Put in the gas. I will not crash.
But it seems like only yesterday we were here for Super Bowl 52 and now back for the road to the Super Bowl here in the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Washington Redskins and the Minnesota Vikings. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in underway in the NFC title game. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 10-2 stop.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Shit. Hey, watch it.
Blue draw quarters. Ready.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
We got to step it up. Mike, 55. Check 55, Mike. I'm trying to collect. Check 26.
2nd and 3. And this one complete to Reed. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
A first carry now for Thompson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? 60 outlaw.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Lucky. Check. Greystone, travel.
Shoot!
Go on, go on. Go.
Motion.
Now.
On second down, it's Cook, and some room to maneuver. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 78 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. The run there on first down, going to get him 5. Up to the 30.
He was brought down by Trey Waynes. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch tight end. 4 down.
Look at me. Zipper. Hurry. Ready.
Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Yeah.
Geis with the carry on second down. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. 20, 10, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, 54 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. So much talk this week on the other side about Offensive Player of the Week last week, but long touchdown run there, nobody was stopping him.
Yeah, good luck for that, because that was an explosive run. You know, in the NFL, they describe that as any run over 10 yards. Some teams say 15. He went over 20-plus on that one.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. These two teams all tied after 1. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Go!
Mike 51, Mike 51.
Protein spill!
Kill.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 30.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Here's a quick throw to Thielen. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Set, ready? 18, Gator.
3 bucks.
A give to Cook out of the gun. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Let's go.
3rd and inches, just turn around, hand it to the big guy, and let him plow forward and pick up a first down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 16-yard line.
On the ready.
Mike 6. I'm coming for you. You mine.
5.
Here's a quick throw out wide to Dorsett. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Lost the run. Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot.
No, go!
Check 43.
Recon, 132 fighter. Ready?
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Here we go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 6. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. This one complete into the hands of Higgins.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Give the Redskins 13 there and a 1st down.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Back to the ground game now with Geis. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Chris Jones on the stop. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, Geis. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the 2nd half now underway in the NFC Championship game. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
22-jet bomber, 22-jet bomber. The screen. Watch this. Rocket. Jet 31. Hey, Haywood. Switch five.
Again, it's Cook. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
70, Indy. 6, pull it high. Leo.
Alert 3.
Hey, Echo.
Check.
Ready.
On third down, it's Cook. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Mike 51. Let's go. Hey, Mike 51.
They're going to look to throw. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. Give him 7 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. Base. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jonathan Allen in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Topper! Hey, seam 6. 2.
Watch two. Got one.
Hey, lock it.
24. Check 24.
Speed dribble.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's able to find Diggs. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down.
30 base. What? Screen.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Hey, watch the screen.
Hey, exit.
The mic, boy. 51. He don't know no better.
Hey, high 7. Get it.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hey, Charlie.
Watch two.
Back to throw. Complete to Dorsett. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the 1st.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Ready.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. They'll run with Geis. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts this down to a 3rd and about 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, this is Geis. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Hey, Zoo.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Yep.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Go.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and get it with Geis. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd and 9 now. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Go, Jackrabbit, come on. Let's go.
They'll look to throw here. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
after the incomplete pass. Here now is 2nd and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. He'll look to throw. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A nice gain of 21 yards.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Target. Check 9.
Fair.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
On the double.
Man left. Everyone got 4 down.
Greystone travel.
Wide, get wide. Switch. Check safety.
Fire.
On 2nd down, Cook with a first down and much more. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. And they'll indeed take a knee.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. On 2nd and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone.
It's just me and you. Choose the mic. Come on.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. They come out here in the eye. Now Darkwa. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. This Washington defense, they've stood tall the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook with time running out. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute. Bryant's extra point up and good. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
That's it,
The
baby.
Redskins
We
take
got
over
work.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to go up top for. A crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big turnover there.